welcome to the Tie-ins. I'm Johnny.
I'm Cartel.
I'm Mike.
It's been a while since we've all talked to each other. How you guys doing? We took some time off because our friend Troy gave us multiple episodes.
There's a lot of content.
Or we
Good
forced him to talk for that much time. I don't know which one. But yeah, how you been, Cartel?
Same old, rock and rolling. I'm currently sick, so yeah, trying to just not do anything.
Welcome to my
Got
life.
COVID?
I am always sick.
You got the COVID?
No,
Strep throat?
No.
Flu? Anything interesting?
no, just like watery eyes and runny nose.
Allergies.
I guess maybe I'm allergic to something now, but yeah, later adult onset allergies.
Right on.
I was saying it's a good excuse to just stay inside and play games.
It really is. I just recently found out, though, that I'm allergic to my cat, which was a real fucking bummer.
How did you find that out?
She was sick, and so she did nothing but lay in bed with me and like cuddle, and she had like a skin thing, so she was putting off more dander, and I started dying, basically. But I'm taking allergy meds. I'm good. How have you been, Michael?
Pretty good. Let's see, busy with work and high school soccer. That's about it. But I did get a free day today to play Tiny Tina again.
I saw.
But I've 100%ed in game. I don't know. Have you guys run across that where like the game tells you whether or not like the percentage complete you are, but that's different than the console telling you you've 100%ed it?
Yes. Yeah, because
Yeah, I haven't done all the
get
achievements and everything.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so I'm at that point. I've completed the game, but I have not got every single achievement.
Have you been playing anything new, watching anything new, Cartel?
See, since we've talked last, I believe I've played a little bit of Jedi Survivor. But I took a break on that because day one I had performance issues, so I'm just gonna hold off on that one until they fix it all.
Speaking of performance issues, you've also been playing.
I've also been playing Redfall. Yes,
we've been playing Redfall together.
Yeah, you somehow enjoy that game.
I've been seeing getting it. It's just getting ripped online.
I did for the first time this afternoon when we were playing. I did have the frame rate drop that I think Cartel jinxed me is what it is, because he was like, people are talking about you get frame rate drops, and then I was like, I haven't seen that, and instantly chugging.
I don't know.
It doesn't even look good though.
My man, I know. It's not. But Johnny's one that wants to play it, so we're playing it.
See, I'm still digging for the potential is what it is. It's such a great concept. And even though Cartel doesn't like it because he can't stand still and shoot, the vampire movement and art is super cool. But the rest of it is just, ugh. And our video game insiders has told us that the entire development was just a shit show, and none of the people that worked on it want to even talk about it. So who knows what happened there?
Wasn't it Microsoft acquiring a studio and then just letting them do their thing, but not checking in to see if it's a quality product?
That's what Microsoft said.
Yeah, isn't that what they said?
Well, yeah. Microsoft said that. I don't know what Arcane said.
But yeah, like that was what the whole that Phil Spencer, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
That whole snippet I might have linked from that.
Yeah, I mean the
full episode podcast. Like he just goes into it of like, yeah, our approach is not good. Like, yeah, he said that their model or whatever they're doing is not working because right now just all I've got is Xbox just got this Game Pass. But anyways, now we're going on to something else. But yeah, just it's a Far Cry. It's a Destiny 2 clone or a Destiny clone. It's a Borderlands just without any fun or guns or enemies.
See, I feel like Borderlands is a Borderlands without any fun, but that's just me. You been playing anything else? I saw you on basketball. You and Mike with your basketball's different. I'll give you that because I still play New World every single day.
Yeah, basketball's just a little like, hey, I just want to hop in, get some boards, dunk on people.
been watching anything new, Michael?
Nothing new. Staying up to date with Ted Lasso and
I read a headline that Ted Lasso had lost its way.
I would
I
say
don't know what that means. I've never watched an episode and I did not read the article, but
the first episode of the new season, I thought maybe this isn't going to be as good as the last two seasons, but it changed. It got back to it. It's good. I like it.
Right on. Well, while you were playing Tiny Tina for the past couple weeks, since we've been having time off, I finally replayed and beat Star Wars Fallen Order. Awesome game. Really shitty ending. Right, Cartel? You beat it, right?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, the game is really good, but there's just all the little minor gripes that you have once you finish the game, like, are really they stand out a lot more than they should.
I don't know. I think it's just a really shitty ending.
Well, no, but I mean, like saying like to like try to 100% that game.
Oh,
to,
I didn't
go
do
back
that.
and like
I just beat it.
to go back and like try to find things and like travel around the thing, traverse the map. It is a chore. It is a chore, but that's one of the things they fixed in the new one. So I'm totally cool with it.
Do you think
with the new one?
Do you think that the reason the ending was so shitty was because they brought Darth Vader in and they weren't allowed to fuck around with Darth Vader, so they had to make it a shitty QuickTime event?
I mean, yeah. Yes.
Like
Yes.
you can't beat Darth Vader, but you still have to win the game, so they had to make it a weird, crappy QuickTime event, is how I saw it.
Yes.
At least.
Yes. Oh, no. It's a total, like, one of those things of, like, you set this in the Clone Wars era, and then you just give us Darth Vader, like, why? Like, or like, I guess after Clone Wars, but still, it's just like, you have all the Inquisitors. You give us those. Like, let me fight them, and just, yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you play as in that game?
Cal Kestis.
Do you have Force powers?
Yes, you are a former Jedi Padawan who escaped Order 66.
Oh.
And your little crew that you gather up is really cool. Like that,
Yeah.
the witch, she was awesome. She was like, what's the big dude in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Drax.
She had like his kind of humor, where very stoic, but would say something off the wall and get you. But yeah, so I beat that. I beat The Last Case of Benedict Fox, which I strongly suggest that both of you play. It is, I want to say it's a Metroidvania, but it is Mist Light, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like, it is a mystery story-based game, but you're running around unlocking areas like in a Metroidvania. It was really good. A little bit glitchy, but, nothing that I couldn't fix just by restarting the game, and you restart exactly where you were, so it was no problem.
That's good.
I also beat Ravenlock, which just came out on Game Pass. Zelda clone, super easy. I think it's made by I can't remember now. But yeah, a nice little story. It's like a Alice in Wonderland type fantasy girl goes into a mirror story. But yeah, that was fun.
Cocoa Cucumber.
Yes, Cocoa Cucumber. I kept thinking Cocoa Banana for some reason.
I mean, yeah, they're close. Wrong color. But got a little bend in it.
But yeah, and then, of course, I've been playing Redfall with Cartel. But playing Redfall brings up a topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Mike, we know Tiny Tina came out in good shape. So you're not going to relate, but why the hell are games coming out so shitty recently?
I mean, I think it's been in the past 5 years at least.
Like, did the technology just move too fast, or are people just being too money grubbing? What is going on? Why?
I think it's publishers have like a release date that they think it's going to do well at, that they force the studio to hit, and then since downloads and patches are so easy. They think that, that's the solution. They'll just get it out there, get people to buy it, and then basically treat that like a beta test, and they'll give it to you in the first patch. They'll fix everything. But they'd want your money first.
But it's really depressing.
Yeah.
It makes me so sad.
I mean, you can see online a ton of people that are active on Reddit and stuff like that are like saying, boycott all pre-orders, don't get a game until it's been out for a few months and the first patch drops. But it's such a small vocal minority that it doesn't make a dent.
No, I mean, there's still people who are going to buy a game because they want to play the game day one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's just going to happen.
It's just a really sad state of affairs that games are now $70 each, and you can't trust that you could even play it day one. And EA went down on Star Wars Day. You couldn't even play the new Star Wars game because of the always online bullshit.
Yeah, I hate that. Single player games should be always playable offline.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in a slightly degraded state, but always playable.
Like, I don't need to access the store all the time. Or when I click on the store, then connect online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, wait, well, I thought most of the always online thing was for that.
The DRM security
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
But that just seems like...
It's so that you have easy access to the store, and that it can constantly suggest the store to you. At least for most games, that's what it is. I mean, because if not, why don't they just use that shitty DRM that slows down games and ruins them?
Well, that's what they do.
Is
and then,
it
3 months
Starfield
later,
that's using that?
they patch it out after 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, because they've sold their product.
All right, so that was all my games that I've been beating. Well, you've just been playing Tiny Tina, Michael.
Dude.
We need to find you a new game.
No, because I found these extra mirrors in this new world, and each of them is replayable. But you can get these. There's like bosses at the end of each one, and then also the Chaos Trials. I've unlocked like 20 levels out of 100. I think you jump up by 5 levels each time, or max 5 each time. But there's like bosses that you can unlock in there too. So there's definitely more content that I've discovered. And legendary, they have weapon like rarity, just like Diablo, like epic, rare, like uncommon, common, and legendary. And I thought legendary was the highest. So legendary is the highest rarity, but now there's 4 unlocks beyond that. Like, I don't even remember the other ones, but chaotic is one of them. But there's like there's 4 more basically multipliers onto the weapons that you can get, and I haven't even unlocked the last 3. Chaotic's the only one I've unlocked. So,
all right, so that's what I was going to ask, because I was going to say, is it a looter shooter?
Oh yeah,
just set
for
up
sure.
in that Diablo.
Yes.
Or not Diablo, but D&D style.
Yeah, it's a looter shooter like Borderlands, only D&D style.
Okay, so there's just billions of combinations of guns.
And the good thing is, it's pretty neat because you have your main class, but then you can spec a second class, and you can put skill points into both trees, and you can respec anytime you want and completely change what your second class is. So you can, try one class out, not like it, go back and respec and try a different class out and see how it pairs up with your other class and figure out different synergies between all the skills, and then completely change your skill tree too. So there's definitely a lot to explore there.
You're basically playing a live service game, like Destiny.
I mean, that's what looter shooters are, right? Like,
are there updates? Is it live service, or is it just all that's built into the game?
I mean, I think that all right. So yeah, I guess that's the difference between a live service and a looter shooter, right?
That's what I
there's
thought.
there's stuff behind the paywall.
There's DLC, which I have, but no, it's not live service. There's no seasons or anything like that. But I could definitely see how if you had a gaming group that was playing it, going back and doing the raid bosses on higher difficulty levels, like same as doing raids in Diablo, those or whatever they called them, when you went through that portal, just choose the difficulty and you keep trying it at higher and higher levels as your gear goes up. It's the same as that.
Well, I'm making it my personal mission to find you a new game, sir. You don't have to stop, Tiny Tina, but you need to branch out.
I got some mid-air pugs in.
Ugh.
Is that out yet?
It's well,
Yeah, it was out 20 years ago.
they bought the rights to it, I guess. So it's no longer called Mid-Air Community Edition. It's called Mid-Air 2. So they're official.
That's awesome. That reminds me, I forgot to say, I haven't played it yet, and I probably missed my chance now, but I am in the beta for, what the fuck's it called? Star Siege Dead Zone. And I'm hoping when that comes out that I can get you to play it, Michael, because it has Star Siege in the name.
Yeah, I hear that. That's not the important half of the name, but I'll check it out.
But yeah, I'm on that alpha. That doesn't mean anything because I haven't tried it. But all right, let's hop into this week's game passing you by. This week's game passing you by, I am stalling. Okay, is Goat Simulator. It is a third-person perspective action video game developed and published by Coffee Stain Studios. It was released in April of 2014. Just recently came back onto Game Pass. What do you think, Cartel? I think me and you played it together a little bit, didn't we?
I don't know if it is 2-player co-op.
Split screen only though.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's 2-player co-op.
Yeah, there's no online multiplayer.
Oh,
because that was the whole
I could have
thing with
sworn I
Goat
played
Sim.
with somebody.
Goat Sim 3 was.
Did I play with you, Mike?
I don't think so.
Weird. Maybe me and Cartel played it at the same time when it first came on Game Pass, and we just were communicating. And I don't know. Either way, what you think about the game, son?
Oh, I enjoy it. It's a great time waster. One of my coworkers' children, his daughter, who I think now is 6, but when she got the game, she was like in preschool, and she was hooked on it, and she would go on and on and on about goats. And so she would talk about all the goats, and even like the cult goat, right? The Satan goat, the devil goat. Like, no, she talked about all the goats, and that was one of her favorites. So I just remember like her dad like explaining to her like, yeah, you can talk about that, but not about this one. Don't talk about this goat, the devil goat. So that's my fond memory of that one. I found a game I could play with kids.
Right on. Michael?
I played it
about Goat Simulator.
I played it with my youngest, and I thought it was fun. And he thought it was pretty fun too. But it was kind of short-lived. Like it was hilarious, but hilarious for like an hour or two. I wish that it had online multiplayer. I wish there was like more things to interact with, more AI, and like more silly moments. But I don't know.
Guess what?
I never played Goat Simulator 2 or 3, so maybe they fixed all that.
There is no 2, my friend.
Oh, really?
I was about to get to that.
Well.
They skipped 2.
So.
Since it's been 10 years.
Gotcha.
This is totally a game that I would make. And when I found out that they were skipping 2 and going to 3, I swore that I was going to buy it the day it came out because that's hilarious. Then when I saw their Dead Island trailer, but it was the goat instead of the zombies, hilarious. I fucking hate this game. I really hate this game. The controls suck. It's boring. Maybe it's because I didn't play it with a kid.
Yeah, I mean, it got old quick. It got old very quick. I'll say that. It could have been hilarious, just not enough to do.
I feel like there's tons to do, but none of it's fun.
I found, all right. As a trophy hunter, this game is awesome. Looking up how to do some of the trophies and like how like some videos have done it. Like some of it is pretty crazy, and it was a lot of fun to attempt those. So yeah, bust out a good 6-pack, maybe fire up that J and give it a try.
I don't think there's enough weed in the world. Yeah, I did not enjoy it. So, yeah, that is a Goat Simulator. I would not recommend it. Cartel, you would obviously with a J and a 6-pack.
It's a heavy
Michael?
caveat.
I mean, you don't have to have them both, but do.
I mean, it helps
get a
to
little
have
party
both.
favors. Get a party favor and try it out.
Yeah, I mean, look, I say download it, try it out, and I didn't give the local multiplayer a go. Maybe it's fun if you're playing local multiplayer. And it's fun for an hour or two by yourself. But beyond that, no, you're going to play it a little while and then uninstall it.
Maybe I played with your son?
That could be.
I don't know. I swear I played with somebody. And that was more fun than I downloaded it this morning and to hop back into it to refresh my memory, and I hated it. But yeah, so that was Goat Simulator on this week's Game Passing You By. All right, gentlemen.
She keeps pass.
So
Should we take 5 real quick?
what?
My drink is empty.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Then I'm going to smoke for real.
Wait, you didn't?
Plus, my drink's not in this room. All right, I'll be back. Return. They did not. Follow us at the Tie-ins on all social media.
Join our Discord, the link to which can be found on all said social media.
Join our Patreon at patreon.com/TheTie-ins.
And please remember to subscribe and leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform.
It helps connect us to more listeners like you.
Well, not like you. Better, cooler listeners.